trucker vibes, y'all. Don't pull up. Don't pull up, man. Hide in the bushes now. Get out the bushes. Get your punk ass out the bushes. Ice Road trucker vibes. Get your punk ass out the bushes. Get your punk ass out the bushes. It's the Ice Road trucker vibes. Get your punk ass up out the bushes. Yeah. Yeah. Ice Road trucker vibes, man. Don't hide in the bushes. Pop your head out. Pop your head out, man. Pop your head out, man. Ice Road trucker vibes, man. Damn. Thursday, they talking about, nah, what's going on Thursday? More snow? Four in the building, hit the like button, man. It's the Ice Road trucker vibes, man. Ice Road trucker vibes, man. Smash the like button, likes are free. It's that real frequency over here, man. Breaking news, right? 11 in the building. Breaking news. Hit the like button, man. Come on, likes are free. Hit the like. All right, you see, look, 11 in the building. Likes are free. That's why I had to make sure. I had to make sure y'all could hear me, man. Cause I'm like, damn, it's 11 people in here moonlighting and watching. Ain't one of y'all hit the like button, man? Hit the like button, man. Likes are free. This is a frequency. Ice Road trucker vibes, man. Now, today was a normal snowstorm, right? That was the normal one. You wouldn't even know it snowed, right? It literally snowed, I think, from like 6 to maybe a little 10 o'clock. But you see how fast we mopped it up. The sun is out, right? This is the real snowstorm. That nor'easter that we got from Mother Hawk, not Mother Nature, Mother Hawk. That was nasty work, man. That's what you see right here. All the snow right here, the 30 inches that we got, that was from Mother Hawk, not Mother Nature. But hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, man. This is the Motion Sickness Chronicles, man. You know? I may go to the library today and record. Right? I think I will. I'm kind of tired, but I think I will. Right? I've been giving you the source streams, but I think I'll go to the library today. I think I'll go to the library. Right? What is trending so far, y'all? Anything good trending? Anything good trending? I really wasn't checking shit out, man. I've been grinding since 4 a.m. this morning. So I really haven't really been on the internet, you know, messing around. 8 in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? It's 8 of y'all in the building. Still only 1 like. Yo, War Eagles, man. I was chopping it up with one of the Eagles today. I said, yo, man. I said the growth, the streaming growth. I always had a list of guys that were in the bushes and jealous. But I was like, yo, the streaming growth has really exposed these guys, man. Here we go. 2 likes, man. 16 in the building. Run the likes up. right? But I was like, yo, the growth, right? A lot of these guys can't hide the fact that they was, what's going on, Hunter? Yo, I know the Hunters. I know the Hunters. The Hunters is a big family, a big fighting family. I know you're not one of them though, Dunlap. I'm just chilling, man. I'm waiting to go home, man. I've been at work since 4 a.m. We got a little bit of snow today, but we ran through it. I'm ready to go home now. Yo, we've been working hard since Sunday, man. You know? I wish today was Friday already, man. But tomorrow's Thursday. And then we got Friday. Hopefully the forecast is clear. Now, work don't suck. Being unemployed, not having a career sucks. Right? What sucks is this winter season. Because this is probably the first winter season, like a real winter, we had in quite some time. We got a lot of snow this year. We got a lot of snow. I think we got hit with 2 blizzards, right? Because a lot of the snow from the first blizzard was still on the ground. Now this right here, they working overnight tonight. I don't know where they're going to be putting it at. I have no clue. Me too, man. Me too. Spring or summer. I'm just tired of plowing snow, pushing snow around. You know? Cause they like one thing about this department, they don't know when to let you go home. They overwork you, and then God forbid you get in an accident, you at fault. But they don't take into consideration the excess of hours that you work, especially when they always disregard the DOT regulation. He said, shit, give me all the snow, I'll melt it. All right. You must got a dragon like me. You got a dragon? Are you a Targaryen? The only thing melting this snow is the Targaryen dragon. Do you have one? You have a Targaryen dragon? Yo, Hunter, man. I'm talking to you, Hunter. Do you have a Targaryen dragon? Do you have a Targaryen dragon? Man, Hunter, do you? Do you have a Targaryen dragon? You must have a Targaryen dragon. That's the only way you can melt all this snow. Because all this snow is not melting. It's not going to melt, man. This snow ain't going to melt there, brother. You gotta have a Targaryen dragon, man. You gotta rain down that fire on this shit, man. If you don't got a Targaryen dragon, you ain't gonna melt this snow. We got 30 inches. I was just talking to somebody, right? Because they was like, yo, you getting more snow. I was like, nah, we getting a real front, a real storm front. That shit that we had over the weekend was the HARP machine. See, this is what a real storm front looks like. You wouldn't even know. It snowed this morning. From, like I said, about 4. We came in at 4. From like 6 to, I want to say like 10 o'clock. But, you know, a little bit of salt and pushing and like that. Everything was going. Look, you couldn't even tell right now. But that shit that we got over the weekend, Sunday into Monday morning, afternoon, was the HARP machine, bro. It was the HARP machine. They can't tell me different. I'm really outside, man. I've been battling Mother Nature now, going on close to 20-some years, man. Gonzo, what up, player? War Eagle in the building. There we go. One of my first War Eagles in here, man. Salute, Gonzo. Salute. Yo, Gonzo, if you want to talk some boxing, man, put it in the comment section, man. Put it in the comment section, man. I see, yo, look. Yo, these guys overlook me. You know I got the plug to Zoforth. I got the plug, man. They signed a lot of fighters, man. I sit online and I watch these content crabs, these crows with no real affiliations, right? Other than just, like I said in that post yesterday, just sitting in a car, driving around, gossiping about boxing. Yeah, I watch these guys talk wild-ish about all kind of boxing politics, right? And I be laughing. I be like, yo, y'all don't got no plugs, man. Y'all have no real plugs in boxing, man. It shows in your content, man. It shows, man. A lot of you guys at PBC sellouts, right? You go hard for the PBC. And you can't even get a job with that. Your job with the PBC is to sit online and push whack-ass narratives. That's no motion, right? That's no motion. Like, I at least respect guys like a Showbiz, right? At least Showbiz got a job with the zone, right? Like if you're gonna be if you're gonna have a channel and you're gonna be somebody that's gonna push a narrative for a network or a promotional company, hopefully they cutting you a check. Not no YouTube super chats and shit like that. That's no money. Because when you're talking about the boxing industry, you're talking about $1 million industry. And YouTube boxing guys are basically borderline chilling circuit welfare recipients when you break that shit down. Right? And like I said, a lot of them are exposed now because the real streamers with the real audiences have taken over. A lot of the boxers, the fighters, they're so gimmicked out because they was fucking with a lot of YouTube boxing gimmicks. So now their motion is just shot. It's shot. The biggest YouTube boxing star, from Tank Davis to all, they have no real motion. Like that's why the streaming guy Jake Paul really was fronting on them, because Jake Paul had a bigger audience and following than that, man. And all he did was open the door up now for, look, Floyd Mayweather. Yo, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao coming back, man. Sad. That's why I was always telling these young boys, man. I was like, yo, y'all be letting Floyd fuck the money up for y'all. And you kept letting them play around and play around. One of you young niggas should have been beat him up. Should have been got on his helmet. But now look, him and Manny Pacquiao coming back. Excuse me. Him and Manny Pacquiao coming back. They're gonna fuck the market up, right? And all you young fighters that's underneath them be fighting for peanuts, man. For peanuts, man. See, some of y'all attempted to get Manny, but him and Floyd probably worked that out, man. Cause I remember, I think Rolly wanted to fight him. They were saying other people was trying to fight him. He about to fight Floyd, man. Yo, and Netflix is putting the money up, man. Nasty work out here, man. Nasty, nasty. Just giving y'all a little bit of boxing, man. Cause I know a lot of the guys are in the bushes right now. Yo, the boxing dudes, I be having them in the bushes, Gonzo. They be in the bushes. You niggas be in the bushes now, man. I ran them off into the bushes, aka the jealous section. That's the jealous section, man. Yeah, they want guys to work overnight, right? Check this out, right? Yeah, we just worked Monday. Today is Wednesday. But from Monday to almost Tuesday night, right? Yeah, we worked 35, 36 straight hours, right? Yesterday was a 4 o'clock start. I took off. I was like, because I knew we was gonna get this today, so I took off yesterday. You got guys that work 4 to 4 yesterday, so that's 12 more hours, right? Today's another 12-hour day. But tonight they're gonna come in from 10. They're gonna remove snow. They probably do the village. So it's like 10 man, listen. When I was a young gladiator, I used to be gung-ho with all that shit. It don't even pay. You know why? That the storm over the weekend enough put us in another tax bracket. When you do too much overtime, you end up losing money. You don't even get paid. You don't even get paid. Uncle Sam comes and takes all that shit. You work too much overtime, you mess around and make less money than you do when you work your regular hours. At least they got my guy in a good truck now. His other shit was smoking. They put him in something good now. Good for him, man. He was complaining, man. Carbon monoxide and all that shit. At least they put him in something good. Right? You don't need no carbon monoxide. Fuck around and pass out. Yo, the sun is shining good. This shit is melting. Five in the building. Let's get the lights up to 10, y'all. Run the lights up. Run the lights up. I gotta figure out a topic for tonight, man. See, I get all my boxing shit out of me right now. Cause when I go live at the library or my setting, I don't want to talk no boxing no more. I don't want to talk no boxing. If I ain't talking to none of my peoples to try to make a deal and get some money, I don't want to talk no boxing, man. The boxing community to me is goofball, weirdoed out, man. It's too many unemployed, no motion having weirdos that discuss boxing, man. And you know the crazy thing is, boxing is one of the hardest, most demanding sports, right? But some of the laziest, non-productive people want to sit online and talk this shit, bro. It's like, yeah, you got the shittiest work ethic, and you want to speak about a sport where if you're lazy, you can lose your life. You can lose your life, man. I watch these weirdos, man. Well, I haven't been now because, you know, crazy hours. But I'll be watching some of these guys when I be like on a downtime like this, and all I could do is shake my head. I'll be like, yo, this lazy bum. You bum streamers. You look, you're not even a streamer, you're a bum streamer, man. Motherfuckers just be on the internet. It's like, yo, bro, I get it, man. You don't got nothing going on, but you want to just sit online? Like, nah, you make yourself look crazy. Corey, what up, man? What up? Of course, man. Anything else is uncivilized, man. Anything else is uncivilized, Corey. War Eagles, man. I'm an eagle, man. A dragon rider, man. I soar high, man. I can't, yeah, that's why I make these guys uncomfortable, man. Because a lot of them are just lazy. Yeah, they're lazy. They have no motion, no drive. But Corey, what's up, man? We talking boxing, Corey. Feel free while the floor is open, Corey. I know you a boxing guy. Yo, Zufov is the move right now, man. Yo, did y'all see? Look, for all y'all that like to talk about the funds and the money, right? Did Ryan pass the drug test? Who knows, man? They ain't announced nothing yet, man. That was a YouTube narrative, right? That was a YouTube narrative. Like, but see, Corey, if you know, you know, right? The YouTube community try to make a big stir about that, but that's normal procedure. A fight, you get tested after the fight, before the fight and after the fight. They take a sample. But these guys, because it's Ryan, and Ryan popped dirty for Austria in that time, it made for good clickbait. But that's normal procedure, man. You know? Especially with the fight was in Vegas too, right? Oh man. See everybody in the yard, man. This is the safest place to be right here. In the yard. But you be out on the road right now, that's not the vibes. See, look, everybody in here stretching. Dudes is tired, man. All these hours, man. The hours catch up to you. Today's only Wednesday. It really feels like next Monday already, man. I'm just glad they didn't try no Mother Harp shit with this shit, cause they would have been like mandatory, right? Yeah, we started at 4 in the morning. They would have tried to keep us here like 8, 10 o'clock at night, man. Like yo, but look, you see what they doing? Look, they got the slaves, right? He said they want 1,400 for Mayweather Pacquiao cheap seats, man. Good thing it's on Netflix, man. And you don't have to buy that shit on pay-per-view. Cause to me, I'ma say it, man. This shit is a joke, bro. Yo, boxing is a joke right now. That's why, the young niggas should have been beat Floyd up, man. See all these young niggas that, it's their time. Yo, they let this nigga keep playing around. One of them should have bust his fucking head. They should have beat him up, man. If he would have got beat up, he wouldn't be doing this shit. But see what they did was they allowed him to keep playing around, doing exhibitions, and then that shit opened the door for Jake Paul. Jake Paul took over. Jake Paul and them took over. The streamers took over. But the active boxers, when Floyd was out here playing around with the goofy shit, one of them should have jumped on his head and beat him up. Called him out. Beat him up, man. But now him and Pacquiao gonna come back, and I think what's his name said it best, Jason Whitlock. And I don't even like Uncle Ruckus like that, but he was spot on. And you know the sad thing, Corey? Corey said the seats are 1,400. Yo, motherfuckers is gonna buy them shits, man. Cause you gonna have the dummies that want to be a part of an event. They're gonna buy them shits, man. They're gonna buy them shits, man. To watch two old retired legends, right? Rape the economy again. Cause that's what they doing, man. They raping the economy, man. That's crazy. Now, if some of these young boys would have got on his helmet, right? He wouldn't even attempted to do that. If Mario Barrios would have beat the shit out of Pacquiao, but he got washed and they gave him a draw, right? Pacquiao wouldn't even attempted to do this shit, man. He wouldn't attempted to do this shit, man. Man, 6 like. Let's get the likes to 6, man. Could we get a 6 like? Corey, you gonna go to the fights? Somebody could donate 1,400 to my channel and be like, yo, go cover the fights. I wouldn't even go and cover the fights. I'll put that 1,400 into equipment. But like I said, you're gonna get a lot of people that's gonna go. Because they want to be a part of the event. Not me. Not by a long shot. Oh, man. I'm looking for a topic for tonight, man. All right. There we go. 6 likes. Let's get up to 10, y'all. No jealous fan zone, man. I know the crows is in here watching. yeah, the crows is crazy, man. Yeah, we turned it up too much for the crows, man. We turned it up, man. Ah, man. Let me see what these guys. They got Zip on there. See, I'll be watching this type of content. Let me see. Zip going off.
Red dot. Niggas be like, yo, son, you got a red dot on your forehead. Platform. That's what the niggas saying out the tower. Like, you gonna go stand up against the wall, looking stupid, face the wall, homie. Like you a little kid. Niggas walking by like this, look. Platform. Niggas like this, look. Fuck y'all niggas, man. Fuck y'all niggas. Like, it's mad funny, son. If your pants down too low, nigga tell you like, yo, son, you got a red beam on your forehead. Like, oh my God, son. Platform, yo. You go, and then after you be on the platform, you go to the bubble. Nigga tell you like, yo, take it upstairs. Don't come outside for 2 weeks.
He said Whitlock. What you said? Whitlock always talk bad on athletes. It's like YouTube boxing, man. Whitlock is Uncle Ruckus, but that's how YouTube boxing is. But at least Whitlock, right? He was on the major networks. A lot of these YouTubers, they be on their major channels, that where they buy views, right? yeah, they be on their major channels, man. Cause every YouTuber that has an audience, a bot audience, right? Or they're comfortable with the crow community. They swear that gives them status. But when you peel them niggas back, you be like, yo, all this nigga does is watch what somebody puts out on X. They sit on X, they sit on the internet, and then they ride around their car. Right? They ride around in their car in secluded locations on the highway, just anywhere, regurgitating something that they seen on social media, X, an interview on a bigger platform. Like, yo, bro, this shit is dirt. It's dirt, man. And then niggas be comfortable with that shit. It's dirt, man. But like I said, at least Whitlock was on some networks, went to school, actually interviewed people, put in the work. Whereas, like I said, a lot of the boxing content they don't have a resume of nothing. Nothing. They just disgruntled, jealous crow fans, man. God for like I said, I don't know too many YouTubers that got the that plaque, right? With 100 subs and doing diamond and all that. I don't know no boxing ones like that, man. He said he doesn't watch boxing. A lot of people don't watch boxing, Corey. That's why, look, if you peep game, what I said earlier, right? That's why boxing, the boxing media, boxing influencers, it's easy for any industry reject to come on the scene in boxing and be accepted. Because that's what they all do. Most boxing content creators that they're rejects from their respected industry, right? And then they come on boxing and they have a voice. Yo, one of the biggest YouTubers, right? Yo, he got kicked out the NBA because he was stealing. Word to my mother. I'm not even going to say his name. But if you were in the game, you know who I'm speaking on. Yo, the nigga was stealing, right? Yo, he was stealing. He was in the NBA. He had he had the NBA hookup, right? But what he was doing, because you know the NBA players get bread. It was getting bread then, they get bread now. Yo, the NBA players, right? Yeah, he was getting them to do, because you know they got mad money, so they got to do something with the money or they lose it. Yo, they was donating wild bread to this dude. Rest in peace to David Stern, the commissioner. Yo, he got wind of this before Adam Silver took over. Yo, they bounced Buddy out the NBA. He could no longer cover the NBA, but before that he was covering the NBA. He was in the bag. And then he became one of the biggest boxing internet reporters. He's still around right now, but like I said, he don't have the same type of motion no more. But who goes from the NBA? Like, listen, if I could have covered the NBA, been like an NBA beat writer, NBA reporter, you think I would have fucked with boxing? Real talk. You think I would have fucked with boxing? Hell no, man. But yo, boxing is an individual sport, right? It's also a sport where, like I said, it's so easy to program the fans. It's probably one of the easiest sports to program the fans. That's why there's so many different like tribes of fans. A tribe of a network, a tribe of a promotion company, a tribe of, fighter. It's different shit because it's easy to program boxing fans. And it's a one-on-one sport. Like, you got hardcore program Tank Davis fans. You got hardcore program Shakur Stevenson fans. You got hardcore program Devin Haney fans. It's just boxing. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford exposed that shit for the, this millennium. All right, 9. Yo, let's get the likes up to 10, y'all. Yo, look, some guys just don't know how to chill. You see how they just keep circling around in the yard? That's how accidents happen too. Right? But see, I just gas up. I get out the way, man. I call this Pride Rock right here. This is Pride Rock right here. Top of the hill. I just come up on Pride Rock right here. Normally I would sit in my personal vehicle. But if I sit in my personal vehicle, I might fall asleep, man. I ain't gonna hold you. But if I sit in this joint, it ain't as comfortable as my personal, the Silver Surfer. Well, I'm giving y'all that content. Appreciate you, Corey, War Eagle. Damn, yo, Corey don't got a wrench? Why nobody never wrenched Corey up, man? Where my moderators at, man? Y'all never took care of Corey? Corey's a good guy, man. Corey be coming through. I gotta give Corey a wrench, man. Hold on, let me see some. Yo, some of my peoples, this shit don't be working, man. They well, it could be me, right? 'Cause somebody said Boost Mobile sucks. They be like, yo, Boost is bootleg. Is it? See, look, Boost is bootleg. Yo, these guys is in the bushes, man. Yeah, the guys that be in the bush with the box and shit, they used to try to compete with me, Corey. Yo, Corey, yo, look. I told niggas to, yo, just do that, man. I'm like, yo, why you trying to compete, fam? I told you I got some major shit about to pop off, man. I kept telling these guys, I was like, yo, stop trying to compete, man. Because when I start coming out my bag and you was in a secret competition with me, you're gonna get real weird. Yo, look, not only are you gonna get weird, you're gonna expose yourself for being a creep, being a content creep, right? Because I was like, yo, look, we only in, this is the last week, I think, of the second month. But I told y'all, man, 2026, I was gonna turn it up, man. Right? I started turning it up. I made the major announcement, right? And then you just overall see the content, the visuals with the content, right? But the other major announcement was, and I showed it, man. I got a plug with Zooforth, man. Zooforth. I call it Zooforth. I got a plug, man. I got an inside line, man. Know what I mean? I can make some things happen for fighters, man. Right now. Yeah, that's one of my plugs, man. I got a plug. And right now, it's rocking over there, man. And you see Jaleel, yo, listen, man, Jaleel Hackett was signed to Mayweather Promotions. Yeah, he was signed to Matchroom and Eddie Hearns, right? I think he had 2 fights with Zuffa, or maybe 1. But he want to cop the Benz, man. Yo, don't let these dudes tell you they not getting money, man. Don't let these dudes, yo, listen. The niggas that be online trying to talk about boxing business, they are trying to get rich off of YouTube, bro. And they're trying to tell people that's getting checks cut, that's getting 6 figures, 7. Yo, you see Conor Ben went over there for 1 fight. 8 digits is being reported, man. 8 digits. Yeah, I was talking. I don't want to expose, all my business, right? But I was getting it in with one of my guys, right? And see, he's smart, right? I was telling him, I was like, yo, if you want, but he got a situation, so his shit is gonna be a little tricky, cause he might have to get bought out, and when it's like that, you ain't gonna get as much money. You still gonna get money, but people gotta get paid off if you know the game, right? But I was telling him, right, and he was see, he's smart. He knows numbers, right? I was like, yo, bro, all these niggas is sitting around, especially guys that signed with Top Rank and PBC. A lot of them are fighting on lower tier cards now because they don't have no network. There's no real money. So I'm like, bro, these niggas ain't getting the money like they used to get because they don't have ESPN. They don't have these networks. I'm like, if you could get with Zoo for, right? And you know you're guaranteed to fight 4 or 5 times a year. I'm not gonna take the numbers out because niggas be listening to me from the bushes and be trying to run with my shit. But I was like, yo, bro, do the math on that, right? I was like, you a real hustler. You from the trenches, right? I said, if I can get you a situation where you fight 4 to 5 times and this is the type of money you make, you're not gonna take that opportunity? You sitting around right now in the gym doing nothing. Or look, you not even on that type of time where the bigger name fighters are bringing you into camp and maybe breaking you off $15,000, couple $1,000 to train with them. You're not even at that status, man. So you mean to tell me you don't want to go? Listen, all right, you sit around and watch what's playing out right now. How many top ranked fighters, right, are basically being subleased? They're being subleased. You know what that is? For those of y'all that don't know, that's in here in the bushes. Basically, right now, Top Rank can't put on no shows. So they're getting their fighters, they're fighting under smaller promotion company fights. Right? So if you know anything about the business and how that works, that money is getting cut twice, 3 times, man. 3 times, man. If you know, you know, right? 6 in the building, man. Is it 3 o'clock yet, man? If it's 3 o'clock, I'm going to park. Oh, yes, 3:04. But did y'all catch those vibes right there? Did y'all catch those vibes? I'll give y'all 15 more minutes. I'll give y'all a good hour. But yeah, I was just chopping it up with him. I was like, yo, bro, you sitting on the shelf, man. I was like, yo, you got the gimmick energy right now, man. These niggas ain't eating, man. If you not shoe, right? If you not shoe, if you not Abdullah Mason, guys like that with Top Rank, you not really eating, man. It's dry over there right now. Yeah, Mayweather and them fucking the game up, man. But I ain't mad at them. They raping Netflix. Netflix got the bread, man. But you see, Netflix ain't really fucking with no real boxing. Netflix is not fucking with no real boxing, man. And you know why that is? Because real boxing ain't selling, man. It is what it is, man. Don't listen to these YouTube niggas, man. These YouTube niggas, the jig is up with them, bro. They can't post no receipts and no stats, man. Real boxing is not popping, bro. Yeah, has Top Rank announced the network deal? Yo, we in February. Yo, Top Rank lost their contract in July. In July. Remember the rumors was they was going to the Zone? Remember that? The Zone was going to corner the market and take, look. Did y'all people really just took place, right? Not only did they not get with the Zone didn't give them no deal, right? Remember they said they was going to merge with PBC and they was going to, look, what the parent company that was kind of fucking with all them do? CBS, Paramount. They want with Zooforth, man. So that should just let you know what's really going on with boxing, man. Boxing ain't selling, man. They got tired of seeing you niggas sitting around, right, with no motion. That the only reason I'm showing the motion right here is because they know I'm a real go-getter. So that's why I'm showing the equipment. I'm showing we get to it. A lot of these guys sit online and they're just sitting around. So if you sit around for 7-8 hours Because that's what a lot of these guys do. And the reason why I say that is because, appreciate the thumbs up, cuz the reason why I say that is because if you on a platform over here for 2 hours, and then you be on this guy's platform for 2 hours, they watch that. Everybody sees, they like, damn, this nigga really literally just gave 6 hours of the day on different boxing platforms saying the same shit, arguing the same points. He's not a real consumer. He's not making no money. He can't bring nothing to the table. He's not buying no tickets to no fights. Right? Yo, mandatory. I'm fucking with you. Yeah, I scared the shit out of that nigga. Yeah, you bugging the fuck out. Yeah, I scared the shit out of that nigga. I say, yo, mandatory. Oh, man. Yo, that nigga looked at me like, what? Yo, I scared the shit out of him. Mandatory. Yeah, that's lockdown. Yo, right, listen. I ain't even gonna put the camera because I'm laughing too genuine. But yo, when they call mandatory here, yeah, that's the equivalent of lockdown, right? Yeah, you can't leave. Oh man. Oh, that was too funny, man. Yo, that was too funny. Oh God. Yo, that was too funny, man. Yeah, he looked like, what? Yo, you kidding, man? Yo, mandatory. I remember, I changed rules around here, right? Because I used to fly up out of here, right? Yeah, they never used to do it, right? Now, they be calling mandatory like 9 o'clock in the morning. Because see, look, I made them change policy, right? What I used to do, if I had shit going on, and I knew they was going to try to lock us in, yo, mandatory, I was peeling. I was leaving like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I wouldn't wait because normally how they do it, if you get out of here before lunchtime, they usually call mandatory before lunch, right? They got hip to how I was giving it up. They just started popping that shit up like 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock, like, yo, mandatory. Like, damn, man, it ain't even doing nothing yet. Let us make sure it does something. You can't just mandate us here and lock us in. Yeah, he was nervous when I said that shit. I said, yo, mandatory. It's mandatory. Yo, by law, right? If you really break down the union bylaws and all that, a lot of times when they call mandatory overtime, you could get out of that shit. Especially if it ain't a state of emergency. And yo, if it's a state of emergency like what we just faced, nah, you stuck. But if it ain't no state of emergency, like say it raining hard, and it's like flooding and shit, and they try to mandate the whole workforce, nah, that you don't need the whole workforce. Cause we don't have enough pumps for everybody to be pumping. But if it's like a hurricane or something, a tropical storm, then it's a different story. But if it's rain, access rain, it's like, yo, you can't mandate the whole workforce because there's only X amount of pump crews. So what's the rest of us going to be doing? You know? If that makes any sense, y'all. But I got 10 more minutes, man. 7 likes. Y'all got any more comments, man? Any more comments? Yeah, let's see what's going on in the shade room real quick, man. I should have called my homegirl on to do the shade room gossip. Anything good on the shade room? Damn, look at Kurt Franklin, yo. What's up with Kurt Franklin? What Kurt Franklin talking about? Hold on. Here we go. We almost at 10 likes. Let's get the likes up to 10, y'all. Get the likes up to 10. Oh, look at my boy, look. Yeah, he's bored, man. This is the 6th time he done circled the block. Alright, good. He's finally going to park. He was bored, see? Yo, when these guys is bored, they don't know what to do with themselves. He circled the block. He circled the yard like 6 times, man. Yeah, I appreciate them thumbs up though, man. Thank you for that gift, man. You helping the channel to grow, man. You see that equipment I got, man. In my new streaming headquarters. I did some streams last night, man. I'm gonna get on it this weekend, man. I just been tired, man. Like, streaming is hard work, man. Streaming is hard work. Look, I'm gonna get him. Yo, mandatory. Where you going? No, mandatory. Mandatory. Corey, appreciate the thumbs up. Look, he's coming back tonight, though. He's a worker right there. That's my boy. He's young. I used to be like that, gun ho. Get all that overtime. Look at my man Dave. Dave cleaning his truck off. Look, I told you, look. I'm gonna show you. Can you see him over there? See him cleaning the truck off? Look, I'll zoom in on him. Look, you know I'm a sniper. Look, see how I zoomed in on him? Right? Y'all see that? He over there cleaning the truck off. Right? I zoomed in on him. I'm a sniper. That's why I be right here, man. Y'all see my shit I posted the other day, right? Streaming super hard. Appreciate you, cuzzo. ATL in the building. Right? I said, yo, bust the rifle from far away. Yo, I shoot the rifle from far away, man. I'm a hunter, man. I could bust that rifle from far away and hit a deer. I'll be up in the tree and hit a deer. Shoot the rifle from far away. See how I zoomed in on my man right there, right? On some sniper shit, man. That's why I be laughing at you niggas in the bushes, because I'll be like, yo, I'll clip one of you niggas in the bushes, man. You niggas ain't hiding. You niggas is just cowards, man. Right? Ah, man, Diamante in the building. There we go. There go my War Eagles. They won't let you talk about TD. TD? TD. Who's TD? Who's TD? What's the name? Yeah, the snow is done, man. The snow is done. It snowed a little bit this morning. We got busy, man. You see my live? I mean my videos. Yeah, look, they regulated me on the lives, man. I told you I changed. Well, nah, I didn't change policy. A couple dudes got into some accidents up here, man. That's God, man. Cause they was there. They thought it was gonna be me to get in the accident. Cause they don't even realize I got actual streaming equipment, right? So I don't be holding my phone, and I got multiple phones and devices. So I never was holding my phone and driving and all that. That's not my thing. He said my son's flight got delayed again. Damn. Where was he flying out of, man? And what, yo, if he's flying out of New York, they on some bullshit, because it's not that bad, man. He said, I've never been happier. Damn, you don't want your son coming home, man? Damn, what's that about, man? Oh, he's in Chicago. He's in the shop. I don't know about the shop. Damn, you don't want your son coming home, man? Damn. What's that about, man? Talk about it, man. Damn, you don't want to see your son, man? You sound like my man Joe Dini, man. I never get him. He lives in Rhode Island. Damn. You sound like my man Joe. Y'all must be two alphas, man. I get it, man. Listen, that's how it would be, man. If both y'all are alphas, you know, it's hard, right? If you have two alpha male lions or two alpha male dogs in the house, it's hard, man. It's hard. especially when the young alpha, yo, it really is. Yeah, y'all dropped the sauce with that, right? Y'all dropped the sauce with that, right? I know. Yo, I know how it is, man. Yeah, listen, when you got two males, man, listen, that's how it's gonna be. Especially, why do you think like the male lions, right? Listen, a lot of the animals, right? The only ones that don't give it up like that, but they do on the low, or apes. Apes give it up like that, but they make the other nigga, he gotta get submissive. They break him down. They like, nah, homie. They be like, nah, homie, this is my shit, right? You gotta bow down in the gorilla ape family. But yo, the lions, yo, listen, man, a male lion, right? That nigga, yo, listen, if he ain't get ran out the pride land from another alpha lion, yo, the moment his sons' nuts start dragging a little bit, yeah, he runs them niggas up off. Yeah, they gotta slide, fam. Yeah, he keeps all his daughters and the women around. But the males, yeah, that nigga gets them up out of there, fam. They gotta go take over the territory. Yeah, they gotta go take over the territory. Yeah, he slides the males up out of there, fam. He slides the males up out of there. Yo, the lions are crazy, fam. Yo, the lions are crazy. He said, I need it my way. The judge even said that, man. I hear you, Diamante. He said, I had the whole year laid out. The judge was confused at court. Damn. Oh, man, I feel for you, brother. I feel for you. Damn. He said, TD, the boxer. Calvin said, he got something for the end of the year. Who's TD the boxer? I don't know him. Oh, Tank Davis you talking about? You gotta say his name. Man, yo, Tank ain't got shit going on right now, man. Yo, Tank ain't got nothing going on, man. That shit sounds good, man. Yo, I told y'all, man. Nobody don't want to listen, man. Yo, Jake Paul and them exposed that nigga's brand, man. Yeah, his brand is exposed, man. They compromised his brand, man. They compromise, not only his brand, but they compromise all these niggas that sit online. They don't support him, bro. Yo, that fight with Jake Paul was a dub, man. That shit was a dub. And then they just finessed him. They brought up them felonious charges on him to get out the fight. And the rest is history, man. Yo, it was all smoke and mirrors, man. Yo, Tank Davis should have beat up some of these niggas, man. Right? Had he stepped on Devin Haney or Shakur and them, he might, look, but see, he got caught up with that PBC, scam, man. The Ponzi scheme over there, man. And now it's up, man. He had to draw with Lamont Roach, which was a bad look. And then he didn't run it back, right? He said, pound for pound, who's your favorite boxer of all time or right now? Active? Right now, active? I like a lot of the young boys, man. I like Abdullah Mason. That's my guy. He's looking real good right now. I'm fucking with the young guys, man. He said they won't let you type his name. Why not? Why won't they let you type his name? Right now, active, Abdullah Mason, man. I like Abdullah. I think Abdullah's gonna be a superstar, man. Cause they moving him. He got all the charisma. Um, he's not a gimmick. He has a good team around him. I like Abdullah Mason, man. I like Shoo Shoo. Um, Shakur's doing him. Always has. You know. I like dudes that got good teams around them, and they build with their team. I'm big on loyalty, man. I don't really fuck with a lot of the gimmicks and frauds. I'm big on loyalty, man. I match energy, man. If you show me you a snake, I'll just cut your head off. Right now, I like Abdullah, man. Yo, you coming in tonight? You coming in tonight? You know, I'm big on loyalty, man. That's why I like Shoo Shoo. I watched his team, yo. He's a world champion, man. They put in the work. Who else? Who else do I like? I like the Russell brothers. Official. Um. Look, I'm trying to keep it universal. So I named a couple top ranked guys. I named some PBC guys, right? The Russell brothers. I like Boots Ennis, of course. Bosey's my guy. I talk to Bosey all the time. And I just like their situation, man. I know that family. I respect them. They've been grinding for a long time, man. So that's Matchroom. You know, it is what it is, man. You know, I know a lot of boxers, man. You know, I come from a look. Fuck what this internet be talking, right? The internet consists of jealous crow fans. Yeah, I come from a great house in boxing, man. That last dude I mentioned, who Bosey and Boots, I come from a great house in boxing, man. My house name is legendary in boxing, man. Yeah, Boots, Bosey and Boots. Yeah, the Ennis family, they like the Marburys. You know, Boots' two older brothers were nice, man, but they just rushed the process. You know, boxing is a marathon, man. It's a marathon. You gotta have the right people. You gotta look. To be honest, you really need a real good advisor. Not no Al Heyman advisor. I'm talking about a real good advisor. And I'm not saying Al Heyman's not a good advisor, but I'm like, because a lot of times, most people, either managers and all that, yo, boxing is a cutthroat business. They're gonna double cross you. So you gotta have somebody that really has your best interests at heart. Because boxing will get you fucked up. It'll get your brains beaten. If people's not looking out for you properly, you get brain damage. You know, you won't be able to talk. Like, yo, I know a guy, I'm not even gonna mention his name, but it's so obvious. This nigga is punch drunk. Never did really nothing in boxing after the amateurs. You would not know that how he carries it if you seen him. Yeah, he's punch drunk because he's a hater. He been a dry hater. He's been in the way, but he's punch drunk. Never did nothing outside the amateurs. And you know why that is? Because they used him up. He was a punching bag. He was a crash dummy, a spar dummy. And now he's punch drunk. He's punch drunk, man. That's why you gotta have the right people looking out for you, man. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, it's sad. He said, you can't rush. Now you can't. James Tony's in, but James Tony is older now, man. James Toney fought a lot of fights too. And then remember, he fought heavyweight. He had a lot of gym wars. James Toney's in bad shape. Riddick Bowe, Kevin Kelly, a lot of these guys. Cause they don't. You gotta have people look out for you, man. They ain't looking out for you, man. So you want to be like my cousin, right? He got problems now, like hip problem and shit like that. But mentally, mind wise, yo, Buddy McGirt is still sharp with all his bearings, and he had a lot of fights. He had a lot of fights. That's how you want to be, because I'm telling you, a lot of boxers don't understand this. It's not so much the fights that take it out of you. It's all the wars in the gym. That's why when I see these guys that be coming online, they think they know shit. Like, yo, you ain't never been in no gyms. Niggas be like, oh, that's only sparring. That's where these niggas get brain damage from. That's where these niggas they leave it in the gym. They be in the gym getting beat on. Real talk. He said, yeah, that's an impressive fight. Yeah, James Toney was a bad dude, man. You know who else is still good and sharp? Roy Jones. Roy Jones. Still sharp with all his faculties, man. A lot of these guys don't be having that, man. It's sad, man. Hydration is important for the brain. Yeah, it can kill you, bro. It can kill you. Listen, that is why, like, all that weight cutting shit is dangerous, man. If you don't get that water back to the brain like that, man. Roy Jones was a monster. Yeah, he was the illest, man. Yeah, he was the illest, man. Yeah, he was the illest, right? Yeah, they couldn't wait for him to start getting knocked out because he was so dominant for like a 5-year stretch. Yeah, they couldn't wait for him to lose his steps so he can start getting his head put in. But he was different, man. Roy was different, man. He still got all his bearings and shit. He's sharp. Floyd is sharp, right? I'm trying to think of some guys that ain't too sharp. You be like, damn, they got beat up a lot. Yeah, you know, you look on the low, right? They might get mad at me for saying this. They don't want it because he's one of a lot of these dudes is idol worshiping him. But he's shot already. And it's only gonna get worse from Deontay Wilder, bro. Yo, Deontay Wilder is already showing the signs, man. Right? He's already showing the signs. A lot of these dudes is groupied out, fanned out. They don't want to admit shit, man. But Deontay Wilder, the bronze bomber, he has the signs already, man. It's sad. It's sad, man. And I said, I was like, yo, the 3 fights that he had with Tyson Fury, that's what did it to him, man. That's what did it to him. They fought, like, you don't, when you have hard fights like that, they had 3 hard fights. They took a lot out of each other. That shit reminds me of Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield. Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield. So, you know, he said Wilder had some hard fights. Yeah, the three with Fury, the 2 with King Kong Ortiz. That's 5. Look, this is a heavyweight man. That's 5 hard fights right there as a heavyweight. He said literally everyone wanted him to lose. They did. They did, man. They did want Roy to lose, man. Yeah, I see my man, right? This past summer, man. Yeah, he knocked Roy out, man. Yo, Antonio Tarver, right? Yeah. He knocked cousin Roy out, man. I seen him, I had to dap him up, man, because I ain't no hater, man. Yo, remember that was one of the coldest lines. Yo, he knocked Roy out, right? Right? See, reason why Roy started getting knocked out, because he jumped up and then he started jumping back down. Wait, the body wasn't the same no more, right? Yo, Tarver said, yo, you got any excuses tonight, Roy? Yeah, he put Roy to sleep. Yeah, I seen Tarver. Yeah, I seen Tarver at the spot, man. That's my man. Look, see, one thing about me, I ain't no hating ass nigga, man. Right? I ain't no hating ass nigga, man. I had to dap him up, right? Even though he put it on Roy like that, right? I was like, yo, now if I was a hating ass, sucker ass nigga, I would have seen him in there and felt some type of way. Because what he did to Roy, right? But I gotta respect the game, man. Yo, Tarver said, yo, you got any excuses tonight, Roy? He put Roy down. Yeah. Facts, Jones. Facts, cuzzo. He had his number, man. That's just how it is, man. In boxing, man. Styles make fights, right? And just like you said, certain fighters you ain't gonna be able to get off of. Yeah, you know who was like that? I don't know if he's still living. Remember the surgeon, Frankie Randall? Listen, man, they jerked that nigga. Yeah, he beat the shit out of Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez just couldn't fuck with that nigga, man. And Julio Cesar Chavez was running through everything. But it was something about Frankie Randall's style. Yeah, he could not fuck with him, man. Frankie Randall had his number. Frankie Randall had his number. Frankie Randall beat him, and then they jerked Frankie Randall, bro. They did Frankie Randall on some Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. But look, Chavez couldn't fuck with him, fam. It was just like certain dudes, they just got your number, man. It is what it is. It's boxing, man. Frankie the Surgeon Randall, man. Just like, remember Lights Out Tony was the man, right? Roy Jones beat that nigga so easy because Roy had his number. Like James, look, defensive wise, James Toney was one of those guys, man. But when he fought Roy, man, Roy just made him look bad. Styles make fights, man. We had a lit live right now, man. See, and I gave y'all some boxing, man. I'll give y'all some boxing. If I was to call my homegirl, she don't know about none of these fighters, man. She don't be knowing about none of these fighters. Styles definitely, they do. Look, that's why, everybody was mad, right? They was mad because they thought I was hating on EJ. I was like, Terrence Crawford's gonna beat him up, bro. I was like, Styles make fights, man. I was like, Crawford's gonna have his way with him. And he did. And then you know why else he had his way with him? They mastered Earl's style, bro. They had Earl. Look, one thing about Crawford and his team, they don't get enough credit, man. They scientists, man. They broke Earl Spence down, bro. And then you add the fact that Earl Spence had a dumbass coach. Derrick James was a dummy. But he was so glorified and hyped up that people overlooked it. He was dumb, respectfully. And I told him that to his face. Like, nigga, you're dumb. Word, like, you said, you said it yourself. Oh, I don't watch tape. When you start getting to the upper echelon levels, and that's where they was at, when you start getting to the upper, you gotta watch tape. You gotta break down your opponent. This nigga, I remember I did that video. That video went viral. My grandfather came out of me, right? That video went viral. When that nigga Bomac said, I respect what you have done in the game, right? That nigga said, I respect what you have done in the game, but you have not won against me and my staff yet. He told that nigga you can't hide no more, Derek. Yeah, I remember I called that nigga's uncle. I said, yo, that nigga's in trouble, man. I was like, yo, he's in trouble, man. Yo, Derek is sending him out there blind. I was like, yo, that nigga's in trouble. That nigga said, yo, you can't hide no more, Derek. Word. That nigga Bomac had on the murder ones. Y'all don't got my shits in the truck. If I had on my dog Vader shades, the murder ones, that nigga Bomac had on his murder ones, man. Yo, Bomac was a killer, man. That nigga had his murder ones. That nigga told Derek James straight up. That nigga said, yo, you can't hide no more, Derek. Word. Yo, that nigga said you can't hide no more. Yo, I said, yo, he's in trouble. Yo, he's in trouble. Yeah, he told that nigga he couldn't hide no more, man. Bomac was ready to go to battle, fam. Yo, him, Saul, yeah, I had the pleasure of talking and interviewing all of them. I knew right then. I was like, damn, EJ's in trouble, man. I was like, yo, he's in trouble, man. That nigga told me he couldn't hide no more. It was chess, man. Yo, Bomac and them had the game plan, man. They was ready, man. They was ready, man. And it showed. Absolutely, Jones. It showed. Yeah, they beat the brakes off of them niggas that night, man. He got taken to school, man. That nigga Bomac said, sit back and watch this. You may learn something. Yeah, he took him to school, man. He took him to school. 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 He took that nigga to school, man. Right? And he beat him up, man. He just like it was you know. That's what y'all real talk. They never admit it, man. That's why EJ didn't pay that nigga, man. All the truths came out, man. Yo, reality set in, man. That's why EJ jerked him on the pay like that. Because he felt some type of way. He knew that nigga did not prepare him, man. He knew it, man. All the truths came to the light, man. He was like, yo, man, this nigga sent me out there to get my head hit, man. He did not have me prepared. Word. Yo, he was underprepared, man. Yo, that fight was over in the second round, man. When Terrence dropped that nigga with that jab to the neck, yeah, that fight was over, bro. Hello. All right, give me a little insight. What do you mean? All right, give me some insight. Yo, listen, give me some insight. What? Give me some insight. What do you mean? What's the topic? Oh, with the drug cartel guy getting killed? Over what though? What's some more? I need more insight. I don't know. I bet you if it's on the Shade Room, you would know.
I gotta get that. I gotta Google it, so I gotta call you back later.
All right, just give me the information. All right. That's one of my team members. They trying to give me some information. I'm like, yo, you gotta debrief better. Yo, what up?
Can you buy me something to eat?
Oh my God, man, no pork, man. That shit don't do nothing for me. Lord, that shit do nothing for me. Oh nah. That's a dub. Yeah, that's a dub, bro. All right, that's a dub. You heard that? That was a dub. Fuck out of here, right? Yes, the Shade Room. The Shade Room. Excuse. No, that's a dub, homie. That's a dub deuce. shade room. Yo, the shade room is good for content though. It's good for content, right? If you like, you like to do that messy gossipy shit. And I think I'm on my streaming shit. I'm gonna start doing more of those, man. Like I said, the boxing shit is cool, but to me, there's no growth with the boxing. Respectfully, there's no, because like I said, the majority of the content community that's on boxing, they are stream bums. They watch you, they want to copy you, right? You know how many dudes I watch copy me, but now with this new setup and shit, how I got, they can't copy no more, man. So what they try to do is they try to steal speaking points, but they can't match the stats no more, man. Right? Look, I switched it up with the ice road trucking. Nah, it's not really that small, Jones. It's not small. What it is it's not consistent, man. And like I said, it's groups of haters, bro. It's just different tribes of haters. Different tribes of haters. Look. Like I'm pulling into my slot now, y'all. See, I already took my plow off. I broke my truck down already. Look. See it? I broke it down already, man. That's why I was on Pride Rock. I was chilling on Pride Rock up there. I was chilling on Pride Rock, man. That's what I call the top of the hill up there, Pride Rock, man. You see how you can see everything on top of Pride Rock? He said the boxing community is small. Nah, it's actually big, man. The real community, not the YouTube community. Yeah, it's like it consists of different jealous tribal community cliques, right? Yeah, you see these guys, they be all clicked up, buddy, but it's no growth, right? Right? It is. It consists of a community of different tribal haters. And I'm one of the most hated, bro. Because I come on here with consistency. And then I front on niggas, man. Because niggas overlooked me. You heard? They overlooked me. They overlooked the becoming. It's almost time to get up out of here, man. Yes. We got about 9 more minutes, y'all. Damn. I ain't even realize it, man. This was a dope live stream, man. Let me see something, man. Damn, it got cold, bro. I just opened my door. Look, let me show y'all. I'm about to end the live stream, man. Appreciate the 7 likes. Salute to everybody. What I do is I clean my truck out. Hold on. I gotta make sure they said it right. You said 28? Yeah, you said 28. 28? Huh? 28? Huh? That's it for the day, yo. Yo, that's it for the day. Yeah. Nah, don't like that you don't understand. See, that's the whole purpose. Yeah, but no, but look, you got to remember what you said, and you didn't stick to what you said. No, it's too late now. It's too late. Nah. You can't do that. You can't do that. Word. 28. You can't do that. See how I work over here, y'all? If you lie, if you renege on the agreement, right? Yeah, look, before I end the live stream, did I handle that wrong? Right? We have a contract, an agreement. That's why I made sure I was like 28, right? 28, 28, right? If you don't obligate your end of the that's a breach of contract, right? Look, I'm showing who I am now, y'all. Look, I'm gonna put the camera on me. That's a breach of contract. That's why I was just informing that person, like, yo, you're breaching the contract. Dude did right? Yeah, that's a breach of contract, right? Yo, they don't, yo, Cuzzo Jones, yo, they don't even understand who I really am, man. They slept on me, fam. They slept on me. I just had to tell that person, yo, you breached the contract, man. That's why I was like 28, 28, 28. You breached the contract. yeah, you breached the contract. And we get lawyers involved, you won't win, right? But I hold court in the street. But if we get lawyers involved, you won't win. You can't win. You cannot win. You can't win. All right, look, I'll be looking out for these dudes, right? Whoever's gonna have this truck tonight is gassed up. I'll be cleaning it out. Y'all coming in tonight?
Yeah. You coming in?
No, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, they coming in. I said, hell no. I don't do them. Y'all look, I don't do them overnights like that no more, man. I'm a streamer, man. I'm growing my other companies now. I am growing my other companies, yeah. I'm growing my other companies now, yeah. That's what I'm into. How about y'all, man? Look, all in the day's work. Been here since 4 in the morning, man. Think I'm coming back at 10 tonight? Hell no. Hell no. Not me. Look. Yeah, look how clean I left this joint, right? Look, this is the final dust up right here, look. I come down here, right? Now tomorrow, whoever has this shit, they will not take care of it like me, man. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start doing them how they used to do, right? They go in the office and be like, yo, who had such and such, right? See, I don't get down like that, man. But these motherfuckers get down like that. They be like, yo, whoever had what's the name? They didn't sweep it out. There was no gas. I leave the keys in there. So they good to go. They good to go. All in the day's work, y'all. I appreciate the 7 likes though, man. You know, solid, man. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much, man. War Eagle salute, man. Another one in the books, man. Source Experience, Motion Sickness, Ice Road Trucking. You know, you do have options. I holla. Check me out later on, though, man. I might slide to the library and you know, Mexico and in the U.S. about to go to war. The cartels. That might be my topic tonight, man. But hey, what do I know? I holla.